Begin by allowing your body to settle into comfort. Feel the mattress beneath you, firm yet gentle, holding you like the earth itself. Every trace of tension from the day begins to fade, dissolving like mist in the morning light. No need to try, no need to force, just let your breath lead the way. Inhale deeply, letting cool air flow through your nose. Fill your chest and spread throughout your body. Exhale slowly, letting warmth and weariness drift away. The breath is the most natural rhythm of life, a bridge between body and mind, awareness and the present. When you pay attention to it, every part of you begins to respond. Your shoulders soften, your arms feel lighter, your legs release their strain, and your muscles find rest after a long day. Each breath is a gentle wave that washes through you, carrying away the remnants of worry and stress. The stillness around you isn't emptiness, it's fullness, a space where everything can rest, where everything can simply be. Feel each point where your body touches the bed. That's where you're being held, where safety surrounds you. Your weight melts into the surface, blending with the air until all that's left is a sense of warmth and lightness. In this moment, you no longer need to control anything. Your body knows how to find its natural rhythm. Notice how your breathing slows, how it becomes steady and calm. This is the true sign of relaxation, when your nervous system surrenders, allowing peace to rise. Inhale and you draw in renewal. Exhale and you release what no longer serves you. The rhythm repeats, simple and ancient, a quiet lullaby the body remembers. Let your thoughts drift with that rhythm. If one appears, don't chase it away. Watch it like a cloud passing through the sky, arriving, floating, disappearing. The mind is like the sky, vast and open, untouched by the things that move through it. Everything comes and goes, but the breath remains. It is your anchor, keeping you here, in this moment. When you are here, the past no longer weighs you down, and the future loses its pull. There is only calm, gentle, complete, and infinite. Feel your body growing warmer, your heartbeat slower, your breath softer. You are crossing the bridge between wakefulness and sleep, between consciousness and dream. Here, everything slows, brightens, lightens. Body and mind are in harmony, sharing one quiet rhythm. This is grounding, the act of returning fully to the present. There's nothing to fix, nothing to chase. Everything is already where it belongs, like stars across the sky, each shining in its own way, without needing to outshine another. You too are enough, exactly as you are. Let the breath carry you deeper. Inhale soft, slow, steady. Exhale warm, gentle, serene. The feeling spreads through your chest and down to your belly, flowing through every part of you. Every knot loosens, every worry fades. Your breathing is no longer an effort, but a release. You are the boat, resting on still waters, floating effortlessly. Your body drifts not away, but inward, toward the deepest part of yourself, where peace has always lived. Every cell hums with quiet joy. Every vein pulses with life. Even in stillness, life continues, graceful and whole. This is true relaxation, not the absence of motion, but the harmony of everything moving together in silence. Now imagine a soft light spreading from within you, glowing outward. It's not bright but warm, wrapping around you like a cosmic blanket. Everything feels lighter. Your heartbeat aligns with your breath aligns with the world. There are no boundaries now, only one vast rhythm shared with the universe. Everything breathes with you. Trees, oceans, the stars above. You are home. Stay in that feeling a little longer. Every breath whispers that you are alive, safe, and loved. You don't need to chase sleep. It will come naturally, gentle as mist, soft as wind. And as you drift away, know that you are moving in the right direction toward rest, renewal, and the deep healing quiet of sleep. Keep your body still, warm, and safe. Feel your breath flowing evenly, light as the tide. You don't have to do anything, just allow your mind to open like a gentle door. We're about to take a journey of imagination, a voyage that belongs only to you, a world within where limits fade, where time pauses and silence becomes your companion. Inhale deeply, feel the clean air fill your lungs, spreading through your body. Exhale slowly, releasing weight, tension, and every leftover thought from the day. Inhale to receive, exhale to let go. Each breath carries you farther from the noise of life, leading you into the land of inner calm. You stand at the edge of a forest. Before you lies a narrow, moss-covered path winding through tall trees cloaked in green. The air smells of rain and earth. Sunlight filters through leaves, scattering golden glimmers like tiny gems dancing on the ground. The air is cool, damp, and pure. You can feel every breath travel through your chest. Birds sing in the distance. Leaves murmur softly above. It all becomes a melody of stillness. You begin to walk. Each step is a breath, and each breath takes you deeper into this quiet world. Beneath your feet, the dry leaves whisper. The wind brushes against your skin, carrying the scent of wildflowers. With each step, your body feels lighter. Worries and thoughts fall away behind you. Ahead, a clearing opens, where light spills freely. There, a small stream sparkles. The water is so clear you can see every pebble beneath. It babbles softly, like laughter in nature's voice. You reach down, touch the water, and coolness spreads up your arm and throughout your body. All weariness melts away. You cup your hands, sip the water, and its sweetness refreshes your spirit. When you lift your head, the air glows with late sunlight, soft and golden. Beyond the trees, an open field calls to you. You walk out of the forest. The air grows dry, filled with the faint scent of hay. The meadow stretches endlessly, shimmering beneath the sun. A breeze flows across, rippling the grass like waves. You lie down, the earth warm beneath you. Above, the sky is vast and blue, with clouds drifting slowly by. Each cloud is like a thought passing through your mind, light, fleeting, and gone. You let them pass without holding on. That is the true freedom of the mind. The wind shifts, carrying the scent of salt. You sense the sea drawing near. In the distance, waves call softly. You follow the sound until the forest gives way to sand. The western sky glows orange as the sun begins to set. Before you lies the ocean, vast and endless, waves rising and falling in slow rhythm. You slip off your shoes, let your bare feet sink into the sand. It's warm and damp, and each footprint you leave is gently washed away by the tide. You smile, realizing the ocean is teaching you about letting go, that everything comes and goes, and that's okay. You walk along the shore, your breathing matching the rhythm of the waves. You stop and sit down, watching the horizon. The last rays of the sun shimmer on the water like thousands of crystals. Everything is still. You can hear your heartbeat, calm and steady. The world holds its breath with you. In that silence, you realize peace has been with you all along, hiding inside your breath. Every cell in your body breathes with the sea. Night falls. The sky deepens into velvet blue. One star appears, then another, until the heavens are filled with light. You lie back on the sand, stars glowing above like tiny threads of silver wrapping around you. Each breath grows slower, deeper. The forest, the stream, the meadow, and the sea merge into one. You are no longer observing, you are part of it all. Your breath is the wind, your heart is the wave, your mind is the sky. This is the moment your brain begins to release alpha waves, the gentle frequency between wakefulness and sleep. They flow through you, easing every thought, softening every edge. Everything drifts, everything harmonizes. Your breath is the rhythm of the wind, your heart the pulse of the ocean. There are no borders now. You are the universe, and the universe is you. In this moment, there is no time, no worry, no waiting, only pure presence. Peace is not something you search for. It's something that has always lived within you. You smile softly and close your eyes, allowing yourself to drift into sleep, not the sleep of forgetting, but of healing, a sleep that renews, restores, and reunites body and mind. Inhale the starlight, exhale the past. Everything is where it belongs. You are floating light as cloud, deep as sea, still as the night sky. This is the journey of imagination, a journey without destination, because peace itself is the destination, and here you are home. Imagine that, in this very moment, your mind opens like a thin curtain being gently lifted, revealing a vast expanse you've never seen before. There, Earth, the planet you call home, is just a small speck, spinning quietly in the endless ocean of space. All the sounds of the world fade away, leaving only pure silence. No footsteps, no wind, no boundaries. You are watching your planet from afar, floating weightless in a place where time slows and light becomes the only language. Look now, Earth appears round and blue, wrapped in white clouds that drift like silk ribbons. Oceans cover most of its surface, glimmering under sunlight like a sapphire suspended in darkness. Mountains rise, deserts glow, forests breathe, and the faint lights of cities sparkle across the night side. Every story ever lived, every memory, every smile and tear, all of them exist on that fragile blue world, a single dot in the infinite sea. Earth is the third planet from the Sun, part of the solar system, one small star family nestled in the Orion arm of the vast Milky Way. The distance from our planet to the galaxy's center is about 25,000 light years, meaning even light, the fastest traveler known, would take 25,000 years to get there. These numbers are beyond imagination, but instead of feeling insignificant, you begin to feel free. The vastness doesn't diminish you, it humbles you. Every worry, every burden you've carried feels lighter now, softer, almost meaningless when set against the infinite. The solar system itself is like a family of wanderers bound by light. At its center burns the sun, a star that gives warmth and life to all. Around it, 8 planets dance in their own orbits, each moving gracefully through time. Mercury, small and searing. Venus, radiant yet fierce. Earth, gentle and alive. Mars, distant and cold. Beyond them, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, giants cloaked in storms and mystery. Each moves in perfect harmony, keeping to a rhythm set billions of years ago. The Sun, our star, is but one of hundreds of billions in the Milky Way, a great spiral disk 100,000 light-years wide. At its core lies a dense cluster of stars, and hidden within, a massive black hole whose gravity bends even light. Our solar system sits quietly in one of its spiral arms, orbiting the center once every 200 million years. That means since Earth formed, it has circled the galaxy only about 20 times. Human time, in comparison, is but a heartbeat, and that awareness, rather than frightening you, brings a deep calm. You realize how fleeting yet beautiful existence is. The things you once thought enormous now feel light, like ripples on a cosmic sea. You begin to drift through space, weightless, shapeless, pure awareness, watching the universe move. Beneath you, Earth orbits the Sun, and the Sun orbits the galactic core, traveling with billions of other stars in a glowing river of light. Beyond our galaxy, countless others spin in their own quiet dance. In that immensity, everything still finds order. There is no chaos, only rhythm. Everything belongs, including you. You are not outside the pattern. You are part of it. When you breathe in, the universe breathes with you. When you breathe out, it exhales too. Every heartbeat is an echo of creation itself. Hold that vision. The Earth turns, the moon circles faithfully beside it. Other planets glide through space. Rings of dust shimmer, comets sweep past. It is a cosmic symphony, and you are both its listener and its note. Each breath, each pulse, resonates through the universe as a whisper of life. When you let go completely, stillness spreads through every cell. There is no you, no other, no separation, only being. The shrinking of the self is not loss, but liberation. Like gazing at the night sky, you feel accompanied, not alone. Every star is a friend, every planet a story, and you are part of that eternal conversation. You smile because everything moves, everything breathes, and so do you. Let yourself drift softly in that vastness. You don't need to reach anywhere. You are already home on this small, spinning world, in this breathing galaxy, in this living universe. The Earth keeps turning, the cosmos keeps breathing, and you are breathing with it slowly, peacefully, perfectly still. Now imagine yourself drifting weightlessly through space, surrounded by light and shadow interwoven like silk. Billions of stars shimmer around you, each one a sun, each one part of a greater pattern. From a distance, you see that these stars do not wander alone. They gather into vast formations, swirling in delicate shapes across the universe. These are galaxies, the great islands of light, home to hundreds of billions of stars, held together by invisible gravity. Every galaxy has its own structure, its own rhythm, its own story. Though there are trillions of them scattered across the cosmos, most fall into three families: spiral, elliptical, and irregular, each expressing a different breadth of the universe. The first type, spiral galaxies, are among the most graceful. Picture a luminous whirlpool, its glowing arms unfurling from a bright center. Within those arms are rivers of stars, dust, and gas, slowly rotating in perfect rhythm. Each turn of the galaxy takes hundreds of millions of years. The arms curve gently, filled with young blue stars, while the central bulge glows golden with older suns. From afar, it looks like a giant flower of light, blooming quietly in the void. Our home, the Milky Way, is one such galaxy, a barred spiral with a bright bar of stars crossing its core, from which the spiral arms extend outward. The bar acts as a bridge, channeling energy and movement through the heart of the galaxy. Within these arms, new stars are born, while old ones fade into dust, their remnants becoming the seeds of future generations. It is a never-ending cycle, a soft and eternal breathing of the cosmos. As you observe, you realize how slow this dance truly is. Every star moves swiftly, yet the whole galaxy turns with unhurried grace. It is the patience of eternity, the steady rhythm of creation. The universe seems to know there is no need to rush, everything arrives when it must. The second type, elliptical galaxies, are older and quieter. They have smooth, rounded shapes, glowing evenly with pale golden light. Their stars are ancient, their gas nearly gone, their energy calm. In these galaxies, few new stars are born. The great fires of creation have dimmed, leaving behind a serene radiance. They are the wise elders of the cosmos, steady, mature, and content. If spiral galaxies are rivers, elliptical galaxies are still lakes, holding the reflections of time. The third kind, irregular galaxies, are the free spirits of space. They have no defined form, often distorted by collisions or gravitational forces from nearby galaxies. Some are tiny clouds of stars, others are vast storms of light, torn apart by cosmic encounters. Their shapes twist and stretch unpredictably, but within their chaos lies beauty, the beauty of freedom and transformation. When two galaxies collide, they do not destroy each other. Instead, they merge, blending stars and dust into something new. The process takes millions of years, and from the compression of gas, countless new stars are born. What appears as destruction is, in truth, creation on a grander scale. Throughout the universe, galaxies drift, collide, and unite in a vast celestial waltz. Even our Milky Way is not still. It moves toward the Andromeda Galaxy, and in 4 billion years, they will meet, forming a single massive galaxy. To the human mind, that seems impossibly far, but to the universe, it is only a moment. When you step back, you see the harmony in all of it. Spirals, ellipses, and irregulars, all different, yet all part of the same vast design. Each galaxy is a petal in the cosmic bloom, glowing softly in its place. The universe flows through them as gently as water through a riverbed. And within you, that same rhythm exists. The atoms in your body were forged in stars. The iron in your blood once burned in a supernova. You are not apart from the galaxies, you are one of their stories. As you breathe, you feel it, the pulse of creation, the quiet motion of eternity. You are the universe, and the universe is you spinning, shining, forever in motion, forever at peace. In 1929, an American astronomer named Edwin Hubble transformed humanity's understanding of the universe. Before his discovery, most scientists believed the cosmos was static, unchanging, and that the Milky Way encompassed all of existence. The faint smudges seen across the night sky were thought to be clouds of gas or clusters of stars within our own galaxy. But Hubble, with exceptional patience and a steady vision, looked deeper through the Hooker telescope, the most powerful instrument of its time, stationed at the Mount Wilson Observatory in California. The photographic plates he collected revealed something astonishing. Those faint clouds were not within the Milky Way at all. They were entire galaxies, vast islands of light, millions of light years away. His discovery shattered the boundaries of human perception, proving that the universe extended far beyond our home galaxy, filled with countless others, each containing hundreds of billions of stars. As Hubble continued his observations, he noticed a strange phenomenon. The light emitted from distant galaxies appeared, stretched its wavelengths, shifted toward the red end of the spectrum. This redshift was evidence that those galaxies were moving away from the observer, just as the sound of a train's whistle deepens as it speeds away. The light from receding galaxies lengthens, drifting into red. Hubble began measuring the distances to these galaxies using Cepheid variable stars, stellar beacons, whose rhythmic brightness allowed for precise calculation of distance. When he compared those distances with the degree of redshift, the pattern was undeniable. The farther away a galaxy was, the faster it was receding. There were no exceptions, no galaxies moving toward us. Every single one was retreating into the distance. The relationship between distance and speed followed a clear law. The universe was not static, it was expanding. Moreover, the rate of that expansion increased with distance. This became known as Hubble's law, defined by the Hubble constant, a value describing the universe's rate of expansion. The discovery revolutionized science. If the universe was expanding now, then in the past it must have been smaller, denser, and hotter. Rewinding cosmic time would mean all galaxies, stars, and atoms once converged into a single, unified point, an origin. This realization laid the foundation for the Big Bang Theory, the idea that all matter, energy, and even time itself began from an immense burst approximately 13.8 billion years ago. Hubble's evidence became the cornerstone of that model, proving that the universe had a beginning. His work also sparked deeper questions. What existed before that beginning, and would this expansion ever cease? Later generations of astronomers, using advanced telescopes both on Earth and in orbit, confirmed his conclusions. Everywhere they looked, galaxies were moving apart, carried by the fabric of space itself. It was not that galaxies were flying through empty voids, but rather that space, the very stage upon which the cosmos unfolds, was stretching, expanding like a balloon being inflated. On its surface, every point moved away from every other, not through motion, but through growth. Hubble's insight ushered in a new era of cosmology. Einstein's theory of general relativity, which had once assumed a static universe, suddenly fit perfectly within this dynamic model. Einstein himself, upon learning of Hubble's findings, admitted that adding a cosmological constant to keep the universe motionless had been, in his own words, the greatest blunder of my life. Yet what began as a correction to a mathematical error became a profound philosophical revelation. Hubble's work changed not only science but the human sense of place. It revealed that the cosmos was not a fixed tableau, but a living entity in motion, a universe that breathes, expands, and evolves. Each star we see tonight, each distant glimmer of light, is part of that ongoing expansion, a reminder that creation is still unfolding. The quiet of the night sky is not stillness, it is the slow pulse of cosmic time, the rhythm of a universe forever stretching outward, a rhythm that Hubble was the first to hear through the music of light. In space, light is the fastest traveler ever known. Its speed, about 300,000 kilometers per second, is the ultimate limit of motion in the universe. Nothing outruns it. Nothing even matches it. Light leaves the sun and reaches Earth in just 8 minutes, crossing 150 million kilometers of empty space. Every glimmer that reaches our eyes has journeyed vast distances, yet arrives in an instant. This velocity is not merely a number. It is a boundary written into the laws of nature. At the dawn of the 20th century, Albert Einstein revealed this truth through his theory of special relativity, forever altering the foundation of physics. He showed that space and time are not separate entities but woven together into a single fabric space-time. Every object with mass bends this fabric, and every motion is shaped by its curvature. Within this cosmic structure, the speed of light stands as the universe's natural limit. According to Einstein, as an object with mass accelerates, the energy required to keep increasing its speed grows dramatically. The faster it moves, the greater its relativistic mass becomes. As it nears light speed, its mass approaches infinity, demanding infinite energy. Because infinite energy is impossible, no material object can ever reach or surpass that limit. Light itself moves so swiftly because its particles, photons, have no rest mass. They are born in motion, exist only in motion, and for them, time does not pass. Distance collapses. The journey from star to star is instantaneous. For everything else, atoms, dust, planets, and people, the rules remain immutable. Mass means resistance, and resistance means the speed of light can only be approached and never reached. Humanity has long sought to challenge this boundary. The fastest spacecraft ever built, such as New Horizons, which once flew past the edge of our solar system, travels at about 16 kilometers per second, a mere fraction of light's pace. Even if we could move hundreds or thousands of times faster, it would still take tens of thousands of years to cross the Milky Way and millions to reach another galaxy. The limit of light is not just a physical law, but a quiet reminder of our scale within the cosmos. In particle accelerators, where humans push matter to its extremes, electrons are hurled to near light speeds. Yet no matter how much energy we supply, they never surpass it. Every experiment ends with the same conclusion: light speed is absolute. As physicists learned this, they also discovered that space and time are flexible, stretching and contracting relative to the observer. To something moving fast, time slows and distances shrink. At light speed, time ceases entirely. Space folds into a single point. That is why photons do not experience time. The journey between stars for them is instantaneous, yet for us, bounded by mass, it takes millennia. Future science may one day uncover new ways to traverse space-time, wormholes, curvatures, or dimensions, yet unknown. But for now, light remains the benchmark of the universe, the measure of all travel, all limits, all dreams of speed. There is a quiet poetry in that boundary. Were we able to move faster than light, we would lose the patience to see, the distance to wonder. But because we cannot, the sky becomes a window to the past. Each star we see shines with light that left it millions of years ago, a letter sent through time. The limit, then, is not merely restriction, but grace. It allows us to witness the universe as memory unfolding. The speed of light is the heartbeat of space, the breath of time, the proof that even in endless motion, there are mysteries the cosmos keeps for itself. In the infinite expanse of space, where gravity disappears and the body releases its every tension, a person can enter a state that feels both scientific and spiritual, both physical and deeply meditative. When the body is freed from Earth's pull, every muscle, joint, and breath is released from the habit of resistance. This weightless sensation is not just a physical phenomenon, but a profound mental experience. It blurs the boundary between body and mind, as though one melts into the other. In mindfulness meditation, practitioners seek a similar release, freedom from the heaviness of thought and emotion, a return to pure awareness anchored in breath. When science meets mindfulness, they both point toward the same essence, letting go. In weightlessness, the spine no longer bears the body's load. The back and shoulders, often the storage for stress, begin to ease naturally, and breathing becomes deeper, smoother, like ripples spreading in still water. The entire body softens into an illusion of melting, as though dissolving into the surrounding space. This experience has a scientific basis. Studies show that when freed from gravitational stress, the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's rest and heal mode, takes control. Heart rate slows, blood pressure stabilizes, and the brain produces alpha waves, the frequency associated with calm focus. It is the same rhythm reached in meditation. Thus, both zero gravity and mindfulness guide the human system into the same biological harmony, a perfect balance between effort and surrender. In space, perception itself transforms. Astronauts describe the body as disappearing, boundaries fading until self and space merge. This mirrors deep meditation, where the sense of self dissolves into awareness. Scientifically, it occurs because the vestibular system in the inner ear loses its gravitational reference. The brain turns off its orientation map, and the feeling of form vanishes. In meditation, when thought quiets, the mind releases the same map of identity. Both paths, one through physics, one through consciousness, lead to the same boundless stillness. In that stillness, breath becomes the bridge. Each inhale carries new energy. Each exhale is a gentle surrender. Breathing turns from an unconscious act into the pulse of existence itself, the oscillation that connects inner and outer worlds. Listening to that breath within the sensation of weightlessness, one begins to sense the rhythm of the universe, a movement without haste, a silence alive with motion. Space meditation is no longer metaphorical. On the International Space Station, astronauts use mindfulness to reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and maintain clarity in isolation. In weightlessness, meditation feels effortless. No posture to hold, no spine to align, no anchor, but awareness itself. Some describe it as empty yet full, light yet vivid, a radiant presence emerging from within. The same state can be recreated on Earth in floating tanks filled with dense salt water. Sound fades, light vanishes, temperature matches the skin, and the body drifts in perfect equilibrium. Inside, people lose the sense of where they end and the water begins. They feel suspended in the cosmos, entirely at peace. Medical studies confirm, after such sessions, stress hormones drop, muscle recovery accelerates, and brain coherence increases. It is living proof that space meditation can exist without leaving the planet. Yet, beyond physiology, meditation in space carries a quiet philosophy. It reveals how fragile our definitions are: gravity, form, time, identity. Each is just a pattern of perception. When gravity falls away, so does the illusion of heaviness. When the mind releases thought, the real burden lifts. True freedom is not found by escaping somewhere else, but by recognizing that the weight was never real. Meditation in space thus becomes a dialogue between logic and intuition, science and silence. Everything in the universe, from planets to thoughts, drifts within invisible fields of force. Gravity holds us, thoughts hold us, but both can be seen, not fought. Awareness doesn't destroy them, it transforms our relationship to them. In that clarity, the mind experiences what monks call serene stillness, a living calm where the body feels transparent, the breath moves easily, and time slows to a single, luminous moment. The universe seems to pause, yet everything continues to move. No effort remains, no grasping persists, only a sense of lightness, clear as air, soft as light, deep as the universe unfolding within itself. In the vast universe, among countless drifting stars and slowly turning galaxies, humanity has always longed for a shortcut, a passage beyond the boundaries of space and time. The wormhole is one of the most captivating ideas ever conceived, born not only from imagination but also from the mathematics of Einstein's general theory of relativity. According to that theory, space and time form a single fabric, space-time that can bend, twist, and even fold under the influence of mass and energy. Every object with mass distorts space-time, creating the effect we perceive as gravity. If space-time can curve, then mathematically, it could also fold so completely that two distant regions might touch. That fold, that bridge, is what we call a wormhole. The concept began in 1916 when physicist Karl Schwarzschild found a special solution to Einstein's field equations, describing a strange tunnel-like geometry connecting separate regions of space-time. Later, in 1935, Einstein and Nathan Rosen refined this into what became known as the Einstein-Rosen bridge, a theoretical tunnel linking a black hole to its mirror opposite a white hole. Where nothing enters, only escapes, the bridge between them would, in theory, allow instantaneous travel between distant points in the universe, or even between different times. But this elegant structure is unstable. Classical physics predicts that such a tunnel would collapse faster than light could cross it, crushed by its own gravity. To keep it open, one would need exotic matter, a form of material with negative energy density capable of producing repulsive gravity. While exotic matter has never been observed on a large scale, quantum effects such as the Casimir effect hint at its possibility in microscopic forms. If such energy could be harnessed, a stable wormhole might be possible. Even without proof, the idea itself has changed how humanity imagines the cosmos. A wormhole offers not just faster travel through space, but a bridge through time. If one mouth of a wormhole were accelerated to near light speed or placed in a stronger gravitational field, time would flow differently at each end. Entering one side might mean exiting the other, not only elsewhere, but else when. It creates the possibility of time loops, closed, time-like curves where cause and effect blur. Einstein himself doubted their reality, aware of the paradoxes they implied. To prevent such contradictions, physicists like Stephen Hawking proposed the chronology protection conjecture, the idea that nature forbids time travel paradoxes by collapsing any wormhole before they can occur. Beyond equations, wormholes have captured the human spirit. In literature and film, they have become symbols of hope and transcendence, gateways between not just stars but states of being. Carl Sagan imagined them as cosmic shortcuts for consciousness itself, while movies like Interstellar turned them into metaphors for love, memory, and human persistence. The wormhole thus lives both as scientific theory and as spiritual allegory, a reminder that boundaries, however solid they seem, might only be folds in perception. In science, the search continues. Some physicists suggest that strange patterns in gravitational lensing or waves could betray a wormhole's presence. A wormhole might bend light differently than a black hole, creating telltale interference patterns. Some even propose that a few black holes observed may actually be wormholes in disguise. Whether real or not, the concept endures because it speaks to something fundamental: the human desire to go beyond. It suggests that the universe, vast and silent, may still hold hidden doors. And perhaps one day, as our understanding of quantum fields and consciousness deepens, the wormhole will cease to be an equation and become a passage, glowing faintly in the dark, waiting for the first traveler to step through. In the quiet expanse of the cosmos, among faint, drifting lights, lies a remarkable stellar system, Alpha Centauri, our nearest cosmic neighbor, just over 4.24 light-years away. On the scale of the universe, that distance is almost negligible, yet for humanity, it remains immense, over 40 trillion kilometers. Still, its proximity makes Alpha Centauri one of the most intriguing destinations in the search for life beyond Earth. The system is not a single star, but a trio dancing in a delicate gravitational waltz: Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, and Proxima Centauri. The first two are sun-like stars locked in a binary orbit that takes more than 80 years to complete, while Proxima, the smallest and faintest of the three, drifts farther out yet remains bound by gravity. Despite its dimness, Proxima has become the focus of intense scientific curiosity. It is a red dwarf star, small, cool, and long-lived. Containing only about 1/8 the mass of the Sun, it glows faintly, invisible to the naked eye from Earth. Yet such stars make up the majority in our galaxy, burning slowly for trillions of years, providing stability unmatched by larger suns. That longevity makes them ideal hosts for planets that might nurture life. In 2016, astronomers from the European Southern Observatory announced a discovery that thrilled the world: an Earth-sized planet orbiting Proxima Centauri every 11 days. They named it Proxima b. Though orbiting extremely close, just 7 million kilometers from its star, it receives roughly the same amount of energy from Proxima as Earth does from the Sunday. This places it within the habitable zone, the region where liquid water could exist, making it a candidate for life. The findings sparked new hope. Perhaps right next door, in cosmic terms, there exists another world with calm oceans, soft skies, tinted violet, and gentle red light bathing its surface. Yet Proxima b remains a mystery. Proxima's light is unstable, prone to violent flares of ultraviolet and X-ray radiation. These stellar storms could strip away a planet's atmosphere unless it possesses a powerful magnetic field or thick gases for protection. If Proxima b has such defenses, it might retain oceans and weather. If not, it could be barren and scorched. Some simulations suggest the planet may be tidally locked one side, eternally facing its star, the other forever dark. Still, the twilight zone between the two hemispheres could maintain temperate conditions, allowing liquid water to persist. Imagine a world of eternal sunset, red light spilling across endless seas, a delicate equilibrium between light and darkness. If life exists there, it would have evolved to balance between day and night, adapting to the pulse of its small red sun. The search for life on Proxima b is more than a scientific pursuit, it's a reflection of human longing. For centuries, humanity has gazed upward, wondering if someone else might be looking back. With Proxima b, that wonder feels closer than ever. 4 light years is daunting but not impossible. Projects like Breakthrough Starshot envision launching tiny laser-propelled probes capable of traveling at 20% of light speed. If realized, such probes could reach Proxima b and return data within decades, a mere heartbeat on cosmic scales. But even before we arrive, the idea of Proxima b has already changed us. It reminds us that Earth is not the only cradle of potential life, that in the vast silence between the stars, there may be other worlds breathing softly in alien skies. And in knowing this, humanity feels a little less alone beneath the infinite night. Within the realm of sleep therapy soundscapes, where every tone is crafted to soothe the mind and soften the tensions accumulated throughout the day, the moment of silence becomes an essential element, like the quiet breath of the universe itself. It is not an empty void without meaning, but a delicate transition point where the brain shifts from alpha waves into the gentle oscillations of theta. In those brief seconds of soundlessness, the mind receives a signal of safety, a deep whisper that there is nothing left to hold on to or guard against. As the sound slows and dissolves, the invisible layers of defense within the body begin to melt, the breath eases, and muscles release the grip they have maintained since morning. The heartbeat adjusts naturally, slowing into a steady rhythm, like an echo from a far-off place where time seems weightless. In that silence, the region of the brain responsible for analysis and logic retreats, allowing imagination and emotion to rise softly like thin threads of smoke drifting upward through tranquil space. Silence opens an inner landscape in which thoughts no longer rush in straight lines but float freely without collision or noise. Scientists call this moment the transition phase, the point where the nervous system begins to restore balance. It is the shift from activity to recovery, from vigilance to rest. Alpha waves, associated with relaxation yet alertness, gradually give way to theta, the rhythm of light sleep, a dreamlike state where consciousness is no longer whole yet not fully gone. This is the magical intersection that humans reach only when they surrender entirely. Within the crafted silence of sleep sound therapy, the mind has the opportunity to slide into this state naturally, as light as mist drifting into the wind. Interestingly, silence is not the complete absence of sound, but a different form of it, the sound of the body itself, of quiet biological rhythms, usually overlooked. When the music stops, the listener inadvertently hears the heartbeat, the air moving through the nose, the slight stretching and contracting of the back muscles, adjusting their own rhythm. These internal sounds do not demand attention or create noise. They become a natural backdrop, drawing the body deeper into ease. In psychoacoustics, this is considered the frequency alignment phase, when the language of the body and the language of the mind meet at a single point. The moment of silence is also when the parasympathetic nervous system, the branch responsible for rest and recovery, becomes most active. A silent chain of physiological responses unfolds. Blood pressure drops, cortisol decreases, and tiny muscles around the neck, forehead, and temples release. The body automatically prepares to enter sleep mode. Silence becomes a soft doorway leading into a warm, dark room where sensations grow lighter, memories lose their sharpness, and the early images of dreams begin forming on the canvas of the mind. Sound therapists call this pause, the breath of music, for it not only slows consciousness, but also gives meaning to the sounds before and after it. In a piece of music, without silence, one cannot feel the depth of sound. Silence highlights melody, the way shadows accentuate light. When used properly, the silence cue does not create a feeling of lack but one of completion, because in this stillness the mind truly absorbs the message of relaxation. Emotionally, silence evokes a primal sense of safety. In nature, creatures only sleep when their surroundings are entirely peaceful. Humans carry this ancient instinct within. Only when silence arrives does the brain believe that no threats linger. Thus, the silence cue serves as a signal that rest has begun. On a deeper level, this moment activates the hippocampus, the center for long-term memory and part of dream formation. As a result, the silent pause not only helps induce sleep, but enhances the quality of sleep, making it deeper and more restorative. For those who experience frequent stress, silence becomes a form of emotional medicine. When sound recedes, the mind is no longer pulled outward, but returns inward, facing the calm that has always existed beneath layers of noise. It is the rest between two beats of life, the place where people reconnect with themselves after a long day. Because of this, silence in sound therapy is designed with intention, balanced, harmonious, neither too long to create discomfort, nor too short to prevent brain transition. It resembles the blink of the universe, brief, yet enough to transform everything. Ultimately, when silence guides the body to the threshold of sleep, it becomes a bridge to the depths of night where the mind lets go completely and slumber becomes a healing journey. Deep within the vast space of Andromeda, where spiraling star streams wind around each other like luminous ribbons in a slow celestial dance, the structure of the galaxy becomes clearer, revealing questions that have challenged physicists for nearly a century. An observer can see the unusual motion of the stars at the outer edges, moving at nearly constant speed, despite their distance from the galactic center being far greater than that of the inner stars. According to classical laws, this should be impossible. The gravitational pull from the center decreases with distance, meaning that stars far from the core ought to rotate more slowly. Yet they do not slow, they maintain their speed as though held by an enormous unseen hand. This phenomenon opens an entirely new chapter in astrophysics, forcing humanity to admit that what the eyes perceive is only a minute fragment of reality. Dark matter was named to describe the portion of matter that no optical instrument can detect. It does not emit light, reflect light, or absorb electromagnetic radiation. It reveals its existence only through the gravitational influence it exerts on galaxies. In Andromeda, the swirling arms could not maintain their current structure if they relied solely on the gravity of stars, planets, and dust clouds. Visible mass contributes only a small part of the total mass required to keep the galaxy from flying apart. Its stability is like watching a wheel spin rapidly while seeing no visible axle to support it. Without that axle, the wheel would shatter. Without dark matter, Andromeda and the Milky Way would be torn apart by their own rotational speeds. Since the 1930 seconds, when Fritz Zwicky first noticed the mismatch between observed mass and gravitational behavior, humanity has begun confronting an unbelievable idea. Most of the universe is invisible. Later studies, especially those of Vera Rubin in the 1970 seconds, strengthened this observation as she recorded the rotation curves of numerous spiral galaxies. Everywhere, the story was the same. Stars far from the galactic center were moving too fast to be held by the visible amount of matter. This led to the conclusion that a huge halo of matter must envelop galaxies, like an invisible garment, holding them together amid the chaos of cosmic motion. As the journey moves deeper into Andromeda, this strange sensation becomes clearer. The galaxy appears to float on an unseen ocean, with every current determined by a silent but persistent force. Dark matter does not form stars, does not create planets, does not participate in the radiant nuclear reactions life depends on. It exists quietly, serving only to hold the structure of the universe together. It is the backbone of space, the load-bearing frame of every galaxy. The mystery lies in its nature. Scientists have proposed countless hypotheses, from never-observed WIMPs to shadow-like axions, or even exotic forms of energy that alter interactions between particles, but all remain speculation. Dark matter eludes every experiment, every trap humanity sets in enormous underground detectors. It does not react to light and does not collide with matter in ordinary ways. It slips through every instrument as if they were not there, yet its gravity is undeniable. In the core of Andromeda, every star feels its influence. Silver nebulae, dense star clusters, faint outer spirals, all move along curves shaped by dark matter's pull. It acts like an invisible hand supporting the galaxy, allowing everything to move in its own silent order. Even more astonishing is that dark matter not only keeps galaxies intact, but also shaped their formation from the earliest ages. Large-scale cosmic simulations show that without dark matter forming gravitational valleys, the gas and dust of the young universe would have had nowhere to gather and form stars. Without stars, there would be no planets, and without planets, no life. Human existence is anchored to the gravitational embrace of a substance never seen. This humbling truth turns the journey into Andromeda into not just a voyage through a distant galaxy, but also an exploration into the depths of human unknowing, a recognition that the universe is far larger than human senses can perceive. In Andromeda's darkness, dark matter does not shine, does not speak, yet it is the foundation of all movement. It is the invisible miracle, the quiet thread stitching the structure of the universe together. And while watching the spiral arms move in calm rotation, one can sense its presence, not with sight, but with the understanding that without it, everything would collapse. In the stillness deep within the journey, as Andromeda gradually becomes a soft, luminous region behind the veil of awareness, the shifting state of the mind reaches a level of lightness as if drifting between the thresholds of dream and waking. In that realm, where the sounds of the universe fade into a faint resonance, like the breath of an ancient presence, a gentle echo emerges, not coming from any specific place, but spreading throughout space as though every grain of stardust were carrying the same message. This tone is not a voice in the way humans understand it, but rather a soft oscillation absorbed into consciousness, distant yet intimate, like a whisper sent from before time existed. In that moment, the presence of the soul of the universe becomes distinct, like a glowing stream flowing through the long night. It is not a being, not a shape, not bearing a face or trace, but the pure idea of existence, a form of intelligence stretching across space. Having witnessed the endless turning of galaxies since the universe was still a turbulent cloud of hot primordial matter, its voice, or rather its vibration, rises like a ribbon of sound wrapping around awareness. It speaks of humans as though speaking of something precious, not with amazement or pity, but with an understanding that reaches the very root of being. Human beings are small, but your consciousness can embrace the stars. That statement carries no tone of praise or comfort. It feels like an ancient truth, long forgotten in the rush of life's concerns. As the echo spreads through the mind, the sense of the body grows faint, leaving behind a space as weightless as vapor. The familiar boundaries separating self and world seem to dissolve, opening a new perception that consciousness is not confined by physical form. Stars no longer appear millions of light years away, but seem to drift within the same realm, reached through absolute stillness. Breathing aligns with the vibration, beating steadily as part of the pulse of the cosmos, creating a sense of the infinite, not a sense of vastness, but one of connection. When the soul of the universe speaks of the ability to embrace the stars, it does not refer to power to control or conquer, but to the strength of awareness, the very capacity that allows humans to look up at the sky and question their own existence. Consciousness is what allows humanity to surpass the limits of space, even while the body remains bound to Earth's gravity. Consciousness is the doorway leading humans to places their feet have never touched. Within the energetic field of that deep dream, the feeling of infinity does not overwhelm the mind, but brings a gentle serenity. It resembles being placed within a sea of boundless light, whose surface is so calm it holds no ripple. The space between stars, often imagined as cold and desolate, becomes in this state a refuge where each point of light is a call, a rhythm of connection, a quiet confirmation that existence is woven of more than matter, that it is also shaped by the invisible interaction of vibrating currents. The soul of the universe does not urge, does not instruct, does not teach, but simply exists as an echo of the universe's deepest nature. Its presence causes scattered thoughts to align, merging into the rhythm of the vastness. Worries, tensions, and subtle fractures within the mind dissolve into that soft vibration, like dust returning to the wind. From that dissolving comes a different layer of awareness. It is not enlightenment in the philosophical sense, but an acknowledgement that existence is not separate from the universe, but a single thread woven into an infinite tapestry made of light, shadow, and energy. Every thought, every emotion, every breath is a harmonic between the self and the cosmic ocean. In that moment, humans no longer feel small in the sense of limitation, but small in the sense of refinement, a tiny point of light capable of reflecting the entire sky. As the vibration of the soul of the universe continues to flow, the breath deepens, lengthens, as though the body begins syncing with the oscillation of the galaxy. Thoughts once heavy become weightless, turning into drifting sparks, and within that state, the person enters a newer depth of sleep, a dreaming realm where wakefulness and the subconscious hold hands. The sense of infinity does not come like lightning, but like a warm mist spreading through every sense. It does not ignite the mind, but calms it, softens it, letting it fall into the primordial stillness that has always been the foundation of the universe. Finally, as the tender echo fully blends with the breath, consciousness dissolves into pure dreaming, no longer dividing self from galaxy or universe. Only a long, quiet peace remains, where every boundary fades, where humans rest within the embrace of the universe like a small yet eternal point of light. In the vastness of space, stretching far beyond every familiar boundary, the question of life beyond Earth has always appeared like a quiet ember glowing in the mind of humanity, a question that has existed with us since the moment we first learned to look up at the sky. As one follows the soft glowing bands of Andromeda and feels the gentle, slow rhythm of the universe, that question becomes clearer once again. If galaxies contain hundreds of billions of stars, and around each star there may be countless planets, then why has life been discovered only in one place, the small blue world humans call home? The sense of solitude is not sorrow, but a stillness before a mystery, so immense it both shrinks and expands the mind. When the number of planets capable of hosting liquid water, the fundamental ingredient of life, spreads across the cosmos, like grains of sand in a desert, it becomes difficult to believe Earth is the sole exception. Observations from space telescopes reveal countless planets resting in the habitable zones of their stars, where temperatures are gentle enough for life to flourish. If life could form on Earth from simple molecules, then its appearance elsewhere is not an unreasonable possibility. Yet the universe remains silent, no signals sent, no civilization speaking. That silence gave rise to the Fermi paradox, the famous question posed by physicist Enrico Fermi. If there are countless civilizations out there, where are they? A simple question that touches the heart of existence. Each time humanity launches a probe into space or listens for radio signals from distant regions, the hope flares up and then softens again before the absolute absence of any trace. But perhaps the silence is not because no other life exists, but because those civilizations choose to remain silent. One hypothesis suggests that they have been observing Earth for a very long time, in the same way humans observe animal species in the wild. They do not interfere, do not make contact, but simply watch quietly, allowing humanity's evolution to unfold naturally. This concept is called the zoo hypothesis, in which humans resemble a species being monitored within a cosmic sanctuary where more advanced civilizations avoid disturbing development. That idea opens a feeling both mysterious and serene, the possibility that somewhere in the shadows of the universe, gentle gazers are silently watching humanity's steps. Another hypothesis goes further, proposing that some civilizations have transcended physical existence entirely, meaning they no longer live in finite bodies, no longer bound by biological evolution or carbon structures. They have become pure consciousness, existing in dimensions that human senses cannot reach. Such a civilization would not send radio signals or build grand structures to prove its presence, because it no longer needs to communicate through physical form. It may exist in other realities, layers of the universe science has not yet described. If that is true, the universe's silence becomes unsurprising. Another line of thought suggests that while simple life may be abundant, intelligent life is exceedingly rare. On Earth, it took billions of years for simple organisms to evolve into creatures with intelligence. This process required an intricate balance of conditions: stable climate, magnetic shielding, the right distance from the sun, and a harmony between natural chaos and long periods of calm. If even one factor had shifted, Earth might have been nothing more than a barren planet. Thus, while microbial life might exist in countless places, complex life may be extraordinarily scarce. And among the few planets that give rise to complex life, only a tiny fraction may have enough time for intelligence to emerge before extinction caused by cosmic disasters, climate shifts, or conflict. The Fermi paradox becomes less a contradiction and more a reflection of the universe's harsh biological laws. Some scientists ask another question. If humanity has been sending signals into space for just over a century, how can we expect to receive messages from civilizations thousands or millions of light years away? Radio signals travel fast, but the universe is vast, and time stretches endlessly. Perhaps the signals humanity waits for are still traveling toward Earth, or perhaps they arrived millions of years before humans existed. That thought opens another dimension of time where the absence of contact does not imply loneliness, but simply a mismatch between the timelines of civilizations. In the end, through this contemplation, humanity's solitude no longer carries the color of abandonment, but becomes a quiet space, allowing us to gaze into our own nature. If Earth truly is one of the rare places holding intelligence, that truth should not make us proud but humble, for it places upon us the responsibility to protect life, a fragile spark in the vast ocean of space. And if other civilizations truly exist and are silently observing, then their silence may be a sign of maturity, of a wisdom that no longer needs to display itself. Whatever the answer may be, in the deep layers of sleep, the universe's silence becomes a soft blanket over the mind, turning solitude not into a burden but into a doorway to wonder that life, wherever it may be found, is a flame sustained by the universe's own mystery. As the journey within Andromeda reaches the gentle depth of stillness, the sense of vast space begins to shift into a softer harmony, as though every star is slowly stepping into the same rhythm. In that state, the idea of the distant future of the universe appears vividly, and the image of two galaxies, the Milky Way and Andromeda, moving toward each other like two rivers of light about to merge, becomes clear. There is no sound, no violent trembling, only the slow and majestic motion of two oceans of stars, each carrying billions of years of its own history. What ancient imagination once envisioned as destruction is, in truth, not a catastrophic collision but a gravitational symphony in which two immense structures naturally weave into each other like two currents of wind meeting in the sky. As the galaxies draw closer, the luminous halos surrounding them are the first to touch. These halos, stretching hundreds of thousands of light years across and filled with aging stars burning with pale light, blend together to form a shimmering haze like a silver veil draped across the heavens. There is no sound, but if light could sing, that moment would be a chord, sustained into eternity. The gravity of the two galaxies begins to influence each other, stretching their spiral arms into soft streams of light. The stars, rather than crashing into one another like hail in a storm, move along graceful curves, forming a new map of unity. The distances between stars are so vast that each one passes by another with immense space between them, like two boats separated by an entire ocean. Therefore, the meeting of the Milky Way and Andromeda carries no mark of destruction, but of restructuring. The enormous clouds of gas, cradles of future stars, are compressed by the overlapping gravitational fields, and from them new stars will be born, younger and brighter, carrying the renewed pulse of the merged galaxy. This event is not merely a physical blending, but a moment of creation, as though the universe is reusing old materials to weave a new cosmic tapestry. In imagination, as the two galaxies unite, the surrounding space seems to breathe with the rhythm of their merging. The dark backdrop of the universe becomes alive, dotted with countless intersecting arcs of light. The halos are like faint strokes of color, the spiral arms like ribbons dancing in a celestial performance, and at the center of it all lies a vast zone where the light no longer belongs to one galaxy or the other, but emerges from the blending of both. In this union, the mind realizes that the universe does not operate solely through violent impacts, but also through gentle moments of combination, where everything comes together to form a more stable structure than before. This is unification, not destruction. Like two rivers merging into a larger one, richer in silt and filled with new possibilities. As the imagination sinks deeper into this moment of unity, it feels as though the entire universe is holding its breath in anticipation of the change about to unfold. The spiral arms of the galaxies extend, reaching toward one another like streams of light, gently touching before gradually weaving into a new, wider, softer vortex. The long columns of hydrogen and helium, drawn from each galactic core, stretch into luminous threads like silk, and as they blend, they begin to glow more intensely, signaling the birth of new, star-forming regions. In this merging rhythm, the observer can clearly see light moving like small waves, spreading from the point of union across the sky, like ripples on a lake when two drops of water join. The imagined air becomes lighter, softer, as though every movement of the stars follows an invisible melody written by gravity, the oldest conductor in the universe. As the galaxies merge, their centers also begin to rotate, like two colossal spirals searching for connection. The supermassive black holes at the heart of each galaxy slowly approach one another, not screaming, not creating fearful images, but moving silently, like two dark specks drifting within a sea of light. One day they will touch and fuse into a larger, stronger black hole, though that moment lies far in the future, and in this cosmic dream, the significance lies not in the end, but in the current movement, the gentle, gradual transformation. Under the gaze of the mind, the entire scene takes on the feeling of a cosmic ritual in which every light, every grain of dust, every stream of stellar wind has its own role in the unfolding symphony, and within the scene there is no threat, no shadow of extinction, only union, a union rooted in creation, nourishment, and expansion, as if the universe is demonstrating that even in its grandest motions, it can act with softness and artistry. The nebulae compressed by the merging gravity become cradles for new generations of stars. The drifting dust does not vanish, but becomes the material for future planetary systems. The intersecting beams of light do not create chaos, but form elegant curves like brushstrokes drawn by a practiced hand across the sky. Every motion holds delicate balance, gentle symmetry, and invisible cooperation between the galaxies. And in observing the moment, one realizes they are no longer witnessing a separate scene, but are enveloped within it, as though the mind is placed at the very center of the union where the universe rearranges its luminous strands to create a new form. There is no boundary, no dividing line between old and new, only a peaceful transition like the shift from night to dawn. That feeling brings deep comfort. Everything in the universe can dissolve into one another and together create something new. The Milky Way and Andromeda do not meet to erase each other, but to form a larger, stronger, more magnificent galaxy. And this moment, imagined within a relaxed breath, becomes a symbol of unity in life, that every collision, every difference, every opposition can merge and create an eternal dance, where the light of each part is honored within a greater whole. Thus, the scene of two galaxies becoming one is not merely a scientific detail of the distant future, but a beautiful metaphor for the universe's growth, a process not of destruction but of rebirth, not of separation but of unity, not of ending but of endless continuation.